Here we are, guys. We are Elementas TCG. We are here with Josh. Josh,
Hello.
what did you do today?
I went to a regional. I went 0-3, but I decided to bring you guys. I decided to bring you guys the updated Marincess deck profile in case you guys were wondering what updates I did to the deck. So let's get right into the profile.
Yeah, sure. So tell us about it.
All right. So obviously you have to play the 3 blue tang. It's standard. You have to see this card. It's the best card in the deck. 3 Seahorse, which is what I played today because I never saw blue tang. I always open Seahorse. 3 Spring Girl. She's the only extender the deck has. I explained it in the last video, but she's like the only way you keep going if they like book your normal summon. I upped Mandarin to 2 simply because it comes up pretty often when you already have Spring Girl and Seahorse in rotation to dump off a blue tang. And so in testing, I dumped a Mandarin so much, and she always came up because she always just like summons herself and just lets you extend godly amounts. Then there's the 1 Pascalis. I'm still not convinced about this card, but she's level 4, so it comes up when you want to make the Xyz. And that's all you played for like the Marincess monsters.
Yeah, okay.
I dropped Nibiru to play 3 Gamma Seals. Because if you use Zelantis to banish, the Gamma Seal returns back to your field, and so that comes up quite often, but unfortunately I didn't see any today, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
3 Droll. This card is devastating against Cash, and this deck has a very hard time against Cash, so I figured to play Droll to help that matchup. And it did. Game 1, I devastated Cash. I lost the round, but game 1, I just drolled him and he went pass, and it was insane. 3 Ash, standard, you need to play it for Branded. I decided to play Mourner instead of Valor this time, because you can throw it under Shifter, you can throw it under a Rise Heart, and sometimes it comes up to like throw it during your own turn when you're going up against like Runic. So I like this card a lot, but I didn't draw it today as much as I wanted to, so maybe I'll cut it, bump it up to 3. I don't know. It's in testing. And then I dropped Ghost Spell to 2. Ghost Spell comes up. It's a good card to have in certain matchups, but it's not the greatest card to have in certain matchups, so 2 is fine.
Yeah.
Then we played 3 Silent Mining. I hate this card. This card is like the best card in the deck after blue tang, but it's so bad. Like every game, like game 2 and game 3, if I wasn't going first, I would always side it out because I never wanted to see it, and I just wanted to see more hand traps. And it like, I don't know, I fucking hate this card. It's like it's a good and evil of the deck. You have to play it, but I hate it. I hate it so much. Then there's 2 Dive, 1 Ocean. It's just standard. You have to play these cards because they're broken. And then I played 3 Imperm because Imperm is nuts this format. 3 Evenly because you have to respect back row decks, unfortunately. And then I bumped Wave up to 3 because, like I said, Imperm is just nuts this format. And revealing it off of blue tang so you don't have to go into the link 3 is fucking insane. So
Yeah, that's the main deck. Any changes you would like to appoint?
I don't know. I might go back to the Nibs instead of Gamma Seal, but I didn't get to test it as much as I would like to know like if it's worth it or not, because the combo with Zelantis is just so godly. So in testing, Gamma Seal was stronger.
Oh, okay.
And then the extra deck is very simple. You play Zelantis. This is how the deck wins. Argonaut is how you don't get Evan lead. And then Bubble Reef, I made this once, and I never made these because I never got to them. And the one time I did make Argonaut, I got fucking Kaiju'd, so I don't even want to talk about it.
That was fun.
Yeah. Triangle, she's nuts. She adds Wave. Wave is crazy. 1 Marble Rock, she's actually, I think, the link I made the most today, just because she's 2,500 and she keeps adding me back resources. But unfortunately, like I said, I went 0-3 drops, so it didn't really matter. Area, she's nuts. Never came up though. Crystal Heart, this card, I think I want to cut it. Like, making your monsters immune is so fucking crazy. And then, like, they just cosmic your field spell, and you just look at them and you're like, oh, Okay, so I'm not entirely convinced on this card anymore.
It was like I did that for nothing.
Yeah, it was like it was. I just had to do more steps for nothing when the wave accomplishes the same thing. So I might just like cut this and try something else, but I don't know what that spot would be yet. Maybe like a second bubble reef, because it came up that with the unicorn, Cash banned my bubble reef, and so playing 2 maybe would prevent that. One splash mage. That's how you just do a link 4 without the spells. Double coral anemone. She's the reason you play this deck, honestly. 2 blue slug, 2 sea angel. You have to play 2 because you're scared of Cash and you just need to grind. But they're nuts. And then the 1 Kraken. This time I actually played it, and it did come up. I did the goes and lock with it once, but I don't want to talk about it. As for the side, I moved the Bestials to the side. I played them in my main last time, but they're still nuts. Like even Marco played it in his list, and they're just crazy. Like they help so much, and I think they're undervalued. I might bump these up, like maybe to like 3 menu 1 Jerusalem, because they're so good against Mathmech and against like random rogue shit. So even branded is insane.
Yeah.
3 cosmic. This card's nuts. I like it against Cash. A lot of people say it's not good against Cash, but you hit cosmic on a birth or like on the field spell, and sometimes they will just pass because they can't get to their monsters. So I love cosmic. I think it has to be 3, and it's good against back row decks as well. Last minute change. I played 2 lightning storm, 1 duster. I didn't like these at all. The duster came up, kind of. It was against Sprite, and he just did a bunch of shit anyway. Like, he activated everything that was, like, set, so it didn't really matter. But it helped force a lot of things. Lightning Storm was last minute change because I was playing Typhoon, the trap card. But one of my friends convinced me to play Lightning Storm because he was like, if you go up against Lab and they don't have the Heavenly Prison, you just win. So I was like, you convinced me, and I just played it, but it didn't come up. I didn't go up against Lab, so. 3 Book of Eclipse. I was scared to death to Cash, but this card's so good against Sprite. It's so good against Cash. It's so good against Branded. It's literally how this board outs this deck outs everything, because you can like Book of Eclipse and then do your Link 4 combo to banish everything, and they just don't come back. It's fucking insane. I love this card. And then 3 goes in.
For the lock.
Yeah, you just play it for the lock. No freaking deck can play around the lock. So definitely a great card. Didn't come in as clutch this weekend, but I would definitely keep playing them because they're just insane in this deck.
Yeah, I've thought about the side. Some cards you want to cut, some
I
want to
don't
add.
like these cards at all. These 3 right here. But you have to respect back row decks. So I feel like they're like mandatory, but I don't like them at all. I think they're fucking shit cards.
Yeah. So
that's
all. See you again.
Bye.
And bye.